Good morning, How you doing, babe? Hey, Miss Lady, how you doing? How you doing, young man? Hey, Miss Vicky. Damn. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to the YouTube channel, Shakenya. How you doing, baby? And hit subscribe. Look at some of the videos. If you see something you like, anything you like, just share it. Please, please. And thank you. So guys, I know we're gonna get back to our criminal board. I know. Terrible. We're gonna get back to that. But I had an interesting conversation with a youth. Yes, I said youth. I had an interesting conversation with a youth the other day, and it just blew my mind just to know what these young people are thinking and some of the things that they talk about. And you know, I always talk to you, and you know what, you can support me with these stars too, guys. I think it throw a couple dollars my way. You know, I can always use a couple dollars. So, go on, help a sister out. Pay for a cup of coffee or something. Try to keep the show rolling. Yeah, so just to think, what do you talk to your kids about? Like, what are some of the things you talk to your kids about? Like, in the car, me and my kids talk about whatever they little heart desires, whatever the topic is, whatever comes up. I might come at them with some stuff. Like, communication is very, very important for any relationship that you have with anybody, not just your children. Any relationship you have with anybody, communication is the key. So it's just a couple things today. We're going to get back to all the psychological damage, trauma, all that good scientific stuff. But today, good old-fashioned conversation. That's it. That's it. Do you talk to your children about religion? Different kind of religions. Type of religion you are, what type of religion you've raised them. Are you raising them in the same religion you was when you grew up? Like, do y'all talk about it? And do y'all practice it? Do you practice some form of religion? Do your children know God? Do your children have a relationship with God? Because did you know, rather if your child chooses to practice any religion at all, do you know that's one of the things that starts at home? Yeah. My children, I ain't gonna say I had them in church every Sunday. I'd be a lie to tell you that. But we would go, and not just on Easter. Hey, long little one. Yeah, so it wouldn't be every Sunday, but they don't all been to Straight Gate. They don't all been over to what's that boy? What's that child name I went to school with? The Starks. They don't all been to the Starks church. They don't all been to the church right up here on 7 Mile. What's that, Great Grace? And we done been there together. And I done did a couple other churches. What I'm telling you is they not allergic to church. Something that they know, like if things get too heavy for them, I tell them, you got to take it to the house of the Lord. Take it to the house of the Lord. And then it's always good, like by you not having them in there every Sunday, they don't go on their own every Sunday. Long as they can go and they feel comfortable when they go. Like, it ain't nothing for my daughters to go with her grandpa or her grandma to church. Like, that's nothing. Oh, I'm going to church. Oh, okay, she get up and go, you know, on her own, you know. So it's good to have them babies in church. It's good to talk about religion. You always want to know where your baby stands, what your baby's views are as it relates to religion, and you want to make sure your child is always in prayer and the importance of prayer. So these are conversations you got to have in order for don't just think your child knows. If you ain't taking them to church and you ain't got God in your home and you don't talk about him and you don't praise him and your child don't see you praising him, how he know that God exists? Like, that starts at home. So that's a car ride conversation. Do you talk to your children about politics? Yeah, do you talk to your children about what's going on? Do they know the difference between a Republican, Democrat, liberal? Do y'all have discussions about that? Even if your child is not old enough to vote, do you talk to them about the importance of voting? If your child is over the age of voting, 18, I think, is it 18? They voted, or 18, 21, 18. Whatever age it is, does your child vote? I think I took all my children for their first time, and then after that, they would ride together and go. So I did stress the importance of that. I used to have my children on the campaign trail. I've worked on a few campaigns because I want to know the in and out of, the political game. I want to run for office at some point, and best way to do it is to start off helping. Yeah, finding out what it takes to run, to get it out there, get the message out there, what you got to do, and signatures, and you're passing out your literature, and having people volunteer to help you, and yeah, it's a whole gamut. So I used to have the kids with me. I would do that. Kennedy was on cold calls. I ain't gonna even tell you what age, because she would watch me. They would go with me. Yeah, the girls. So I exposed them to politics early, and yes, we've had conversations, me and all my children. It's good to know where your children stand, how they view things. Yeah, this is what sparked Coffee and Conversation. The conversation I had with the two youths. They were upset that the price of their candy have went up since the new president is in office. And they kind of, explained it in a way to where that's the reason why, for whatever reason. But to hear their political views, for them to be so young, they're not even old enough to vote, to hear where they stand on certain issues, it was just, I'm going to find a way to put it on the show. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to spotlight it, but definitely would like to have a segment where children are able to express themselves so you'll know how they feel about certain issues, hot button issues. So yeah, politics is one. Make sure you talk to your babies about politics, see where they stand, how they feel, if they're knowledgeable about what's going on, and make sure you let them know the importance of voting. So all that comes with car ride conversations. Do you talk to your children about transgender? Sexuality. Yeah. How do they feel? Where do they fit in it? Are they okay with it? Are they against it? Are they for it? Are they living in the life? Like, do you talk to your children about that? Sexuality, gender, transgender, gay, lesbian, bisexual, like sexuality. Yeah. So those are just a couple car ride conversations, depending on the age of your child, the maturity level of your child, you should be having with your child in some shape or form. So y'all, that's it for Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. I'm about to go work on my house. That'd be the last thing I be wanting to do. Probably because I know I ain't gonna get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? I know at the end of all this work, all I gotta do is I gotta be happy and satisfied with the fact that the work is done and how the work looks. And that's all good with me, because I'm about to work in my closet. I'm about to build a whole wall because I don't have any more space for my purses and my shoes. I know, look at how I look right now. You probably can't picture me with a purse and some heels, but trust and believe, I got so many of them, and I don't have no space, so I'm about to build some floating shelves and some hook areas for the purses. Just the, coffee and 20 on 8. Yeah, so I'm about to do about a $1,500 job, but I ain't about to get $1,500. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I'm out. Mwah.